This is probably first and possibly last, you never know with me, in a series of videos that you could probably call Steve blathers on and talks about things he knows nothing about, or something like that. Speculation, me going blah blah. So while talking briefly in comments with Guru Larry the other night about the C64 GS, I started pondering about what makes a collectible retro system, and very often it's where a big name gets it wrong, like the C64 GS, the GX4000 Amstrad, the Virtual Boy. You know, big name, make a console, it bombs, because really it's crap, or whatever, they get it wrong, it bombs. Years later, 10 years, 20 years later, it's really, really collectible and you get big money for it. So, looking at today's systems, what would be a potential retro hit? And I come out confused with the conclusion I came to, which means I didn't really come to a conclusion at all. But the thing that I keep thinking about is the PSP Go. It's a bodge. They've got it wrong. The whole using downloadable only content, I think, is a mistake. It's not selling well. It's overpriced. Potentially, maybe a collector's item in years to come, because it, at least in terms of it, will be the rarest PSP in years to come. But there's a downside to that. Because it's only got downloadable content, and that's non-transferable if I understand correctly. You can't take you could download a load of games and you can't take that memory stick and stick it in another PSP, I don't think. I might be wrong. But if that's the case, if I'm right about that, 20 years down the line, you buy a second-hand PSP, you're not going to be able to download games for it. All you're going to get, if they're non-transferable, is the games that come with it that the original owner had. You won't ever be able to get any more. So for a retro collector, that's a disaster. Complete non-starter. The only kind of people who would buy that are the collectors who don't care about playing the games. They just want the item. Not retro gamers, basically. Yeah, someone who wants it to sit on the shelf and doesn't want to play with it. Bad move, I think. I mean, they've just... That's the thing, Sony don't care about the second-hand market, really. They would like to destroy it, and effectively they do that with the PSP Go, but it's not really working out for them, is it? So, then that got me thinking about this new... I only saw adverts today. The DSi XL. So it's a DSi but bigger. And I pondered that for a minute. You see, here's your DS, and here's your Game Boy GBA SP. You can fit that in your pocket really easy. I've got a micro as well sitting around somewhere, but it's not in here, so I can't demonstrate. But that will fit in your pocket adequately. This will just about fit in your pocket. It's a bit uncomfortable, but it'll do. So you can go portable gaming, you know, on the bus, whatever, effectively with that. So this new thing is 97% bigger. It's not going to fit in your pocket, right? So who is it aimed at? It's got to go in a bag, hasn't it? If you want it portable, you've got to have a handbag, or a school satchel, or a briefcase, maybe. So really it's aimed at everyone who doesn't like proper games. Sorry all you casual gamers, I'm a bit of an elitist bastard there. I don't think those stupid brain training things are proper games. I don't rate any of that, Cooking Mama, blah blah. They've all got their place. They're not my thing. They're not the kind of thing that... They're not your traditional gamer's game. Your traditional gamer, your male teen to 20, 30 something who, you know, doesn't carry a briefcase. Your big kids, like me, aren't going to buy this new thing. It's obvious. I mean, it's like they've just chucked away a whole great big part of the market. But then, of course, they didn't have that part of the market, did they? I think they're actually being really clever. They've realised, okay, there's this whole sector of the market that's not buying our stuff. They don't care about it. They don't like it. They're playing on the PSP. Yes, we are. A bit. I don't actually like that much either. But anyway. So they've decided, alright, seeing as they're not appealing to that whole sector of the market, how can we appeal more to the sector that we have got? The women, the little old ladies, the school kids, the people with handbags and school satchels and briefcases, whatever. Make it bigger. They don't need to stick it in their pocket. They've got a bag. Let them carry that around. It's more comfortable. It's like a little... Well, I don't know. I don't actually know the logic behind making it bigger. Yes, it would. Does it appeal more to those people? It certainly cuts out the portable market. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't. I've lost the plot. I think they've either been really stupid or really clever. When they initially came out with the DS, I thought they'd been really, really stupid, that they didn't know quite what market sector that they were aiming at and that they were going to fail. I was proved very badly wrong. So I think they might have been very, very clever and targeted a very specific audience that, while it will completely alienate one sector, the sector that I fall into, well, we weren't really using it anyway. I've got one, well, not the XL, I've got a DS, I don't like it. So, yeah, it's interesting. It'll be very interesting to sit back and watch. Okay, waffle over. Thank you for watching. This and videos of other retro games in my collection and a video of my console and computer collection can be found on my YouTube channel, along with a link to my website retrogamingcollector.com, so take a look at that if you've got nothing better to do. Thank you for watching.